What's up, everybody? So I just got Planet Crafter this morning, and I figured I might as well goof around with it. I played it for an hour or two, and now I figured I might as well stream because I just found out that Julian went live with it, and I was like, "What? Well, I might as well stream mine then, I guess." So let's get to there we go. I've played this for. I started one game and then ran myself out and died trying to find something. Uh, and then I started another game and screwed up and deleted it and started another game that I was just playing right now. And I thought, you know what, I'll just stream it. So here we go with the stream. We're going to start a whole new one. As you can see, let's get rid of that one. And this is still in beta. So if it screws up, if it glitches, if it dies, oh well, so be it. I got to tell Dawes I'm streaming. Hold on. I turned the sound off. I don't know how you even change the name of the survive file. So I don't care. We're just going to play. I turned off the music because I was listening to some Coffinwood music in the background, which is music my cousin and my nephew make. All right. So what I did in the other game, the first one, I got okay, and then the third one, I actually got an idea of hoarding materials. And I started packing them all up, so I think I'm going to do that on this one too. So most of this stream is just going to be me hoarding materials. And I cannot find iridium. I don't know how to get it. I don't know how to make it. So we need to craft a backpack. Oh, need 2 irons. Silicon. Need another iron. I need another iron. There we go. So, like I said, I played this for like maybe an hour and a half now. I have not found iridium. The first game, I went up and died. I went to, you can see off in the distance up there, there's a ship up there that's crashed. I ran all that way, got into the ship and ran out of oxygen and died. The other one, I ran over that way and went between this gap in the mountains and died on the way back. Was able to get my stuff out of that I dropped, but then I just deleted it and started over. I've been up to the top of there, and there's nothing. This whole way up, there's nothing. And I've been up to the crest of that and came back, and nothing over there. Just more flat ground. Did we make the backpack yet? No, we did. So tab, put the backpack on. So I thought this was going to be really hard to do because there's only 4 inventory slots, but it's not too far into the game where you get an exoskeleton that adds another 4 slots. So not too bad. Oxygen tank. 2 cobalt, an iron, and a magnesium. 2 cobalts. So there's cobalt. 1 iron. There's a cobalt. There's a magnesium. There's an iron right behind me on the rock, but I only needed 1, I think. Alright. And I'm constantly moving with the left shift key down, which is silicon. The left shift key down, which is sprint, which I'm sure probably makes you thirsty faster or kills my oxygen faster, but I'm just used to that from Astroneer. Okay, we are doing oxygen tank version 1. So now we'll go from 100 oxygen to, I think it's 150? 145. So now we can stay out here longer. Alright, we need to do the... Now this I need to pay attention to, because all 3 games I have done the deconstruction microchip before I've done the construction microchip. For no reason other than I just grabbed the first one with a hammer on it. I need magnesium. Alright, so construction, not deconstruction. We'll do deconstruction in a minute. So construction goes there. Living compartment. Now that we have construction, you hit Q. I need another iron. Living construction. Okay, that's magnesium. Magnesium, ice, ice. Oh, there's a chest. And I thought this would be more randomized, but every map I've started, there's iridium. Finally, I can make a heater. My 4th game, and I can finally make a heater. But there's usually a chest there. There's usually, yep, there's a chest right there, and there's usually one half sunk in that little mound over there. So it's not as random as I thought it would be. I thought it'd be like Minecraft. You'd start and there'd be a new one. I mean a randomized map. All right, we're gonna build right here. And the door, I need another iron. It makes me think of Sarah's Ungel's song Blood and Iron every time I say the word iron on here. Blood and iron. And iron. Alright, there we go. And then, like I do in most games, once I start get in here, get some oxygen. Once I start building, I overcompensate with the power. So I usually have like 4 fans going on the outside when I only need like 1 or 2. Because I'd rather have too much power than not enough power. Right, so drill requires, let me do the power first. I need titanium and iron. Blood and iron. So 1. Okay, there's 1. Okay, I don't want to grab those yet. I want to get them in the group so I know how many I can make. There's 2. I'll make these 2 fans. We'll come back and look at that chest. But this game is a lot of run away, run back before you run out of oxygen, run away, run back before you run out of oxygen. Alright, so I put fans on this side. Yay, we're not low on power anymore. I need to go over here and use my storage container. Super alloy. I'm so glad I got that iridium. Because the game has been hanging up with me just waiting to find iridium. I only need 1 food on me at a time. And I'll drink that water. Alright, so now what do I need to make? The drill. Okay. So I want to make 2 more fans real quick. So 2 more irons, 2 more titanium. And every time I see titanium, I think of Voivod's remake of Pink Floyd's Astronomy Domine. When they say, instead of the name Titan, they say Titanian. Alright. 2 more fans, please. I'll thank you. I'll thank you. I'll thank you very much. There we go. Alright, so now it takes what to make a drill? Oh, exact same thing. So I have got 1, 2, 3, 4 titanium on me. So I need 4 iron, which we saw a bunch over here. One. 2. 3. 4. I'll grab you just for the heck of it. That's what she said. One of these, I still had something in it. Oh, I still have a lot of stuff in that. I haven't gone back to that yet. I think the other one, I still had 1 space, 1 item still in it. Okay, we're making drills. So the whole point of a drill is it increases pressure. So you'll see in a minute, I'm going to put up a screen up here that'll show the terraforming, because that's, oh, I didn't look at the message. This is the whole main thing we're doing. Reach 175,000 TI, which is terraforming. and create a blue atmosphere. So we want to make that up there blue. And in a minute or two, there's going to be a meteor shower, which is going to refresh a lot of the stuff around us. Which is why I hoard all the... So you see all this cobalt out here. There's some titanium. There's ice, magnesium. There's some more iron. All right, let's get the drills going real quick. But the first game I wasn't doing that, and I spent almost the entire game running around trying to figure out where everything was at. 3, 4. All right, so that's working on pressure. There's my power. So see that crafting screen terraformation? Right in the middle. So we're not making any oxygen yet because we don't have our little plant stand. I usually put it right here. We're not making any heat yet. I haven't done it in any game yet because I haven't had any iridium, but now I can. Pressure is what the drills are making. And then these guys over here are powering everything. So you'll see when we do the... Okay, I need iron, silicon, iron, silicon. I already have magnesium. So 2 iron, 2 silicon. That's silicon. Oh, I haven't gone through here yet. Iron, iron. Wait, that was a silicon. There we go. There's a silicon right there. There's a silicon right there. Alright. So this is the blueprints. This shows you what you get when you get to certain levels on things. And this is your power. I have the power. Okay, so this shows you that this shows you where I'm at. So backpack number 2 will unlock when my terraforming is at 300. I'm not producing any oxygen yet, so I can't... Indoor ladder, I don't even know why. That's not something I really need. Heat, I haven't got yet. That's Vegetube 2. I gotta still make the first one. We just got oxygen tank number 2. Awesome. See, because we got the pressure up to 70 nanoparticles. So 70. So that gave us a new... Whoops, I have it over here. Still over here. That gave us oxygen tank T1. We need a cobalt, iron, and magnesium. So it seems like there's a lot of stuff to do right now. Cobalt, iron. Cobalt, iron. Oh, I need a magnesium. Magnesium looks like a crystal right there. So the first part, it seems like everything is like non-stop. You gotta build, you gotta build, you gotta build. There's gonna be a like a plateau I'm gonna hit where everything is gonna like... Oh, here comes the first asteroids. So the wind is a-blowing. It's a twister on DM! And then you're gonna see... Wow, I was gonna say, that is the biggest freaking asteroid I've seen yet. That wasn't an asteroid. That was a particle effect. Oh, so we gotta put on our oxygen tank. Oh, I've already had it. Oh, I see what I did. I don't have the crafter up over here yet. I need to build the crafter. Iron and the silicon. Silicon looks like a melted record. Oh, I forgot there's silicon right there under the freaking under the fan blades. Oh, well, I thought that was going to be the meteor shower, but apparently it's not yet. What am I doing? I need to go over here. Actually, I do need to go back over here because I need to drink my water, eat my food, and then I don't have another water, but I do have another food. So I need an ice, which I think I have on me. Yeah. I don't know how you I think there's a food crafter, but I haven't got up to it yet. So I always have a food and a water on me. Okay, and then over here. So this is the upgraded oxygen tank. Silicon, cobalt, titanium, and 2 magnesiums. And then there's the exoskeleton. Okay, so I don't need that. That was a mistake. Maybe there's a shredder I can do later. Alright. Give me that. So I thought when the first time I played, because I haven't read anything up, this is all I'm learning as I do it. Whoops. To build that, I need iron, ice, and magnesium. There's ice. Magnesium looks like a crystal. Iron looks like a geode. Iron. What do I need? Iron. Oh, I need magnesium. Okay, so magnesium looks like a crystal, a black crystal. I almost said a dark crystal, but that's silicon. Okay, we got the windows available now. There's the magnesium. Where is the buried? There should be a chest buried on, half buried, like over there somewhere. Oh, and I still got the one thing sitting inside that other chest up there. Okay, so let's go build this and get the oxygen started. It's not oxygen we can breathe yet. And it has to be indoors for some reason. I tried putting it outdoors and it won't do it. You have to put a seed on it, and so the plant grows and it creates oxygen. As you can see, it's 0.15 parts per whatever that is. Alright, so we have the chest over here. And the windows are cool, but last time I ran around and made enough of them to do the whole... What's a blueprint chip? I don't even know what that is. I did that whole little square in Windows. Awesome backpack number 2. So we'll go from having this much inventory to much, much bigger inventory. So let's get over here. Backpack number 2 requires iron, silicon, and titanium. Use this blueprint screen. Using the blueprint screen. Oh! Maybe I should have read it. Microchip mining speed T1. Magnesium, silicon, and aluminum. Okay, so aluminum so far in the 3 games I've played, well, 1.5. You only get aluminum at the moment from finding chests. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, we're doing the backpack. Okay, what does it require again? It is iron, silicon, titanium. So there's titanium. There's iron. And the melted record is silicon. Where is it? Sweet. And then we have to take off the backpack we're wearing. Because, as you'll see, it's part of the requirement. If you're wearing it, it won't show it that it's even there. And then you got to put it back on. Booyah! Look at that. Alright, and what else did we unlock? Windows? Windows 95? Yeah. So we're at 403. The solar panels don't come till 1. So that's not even halfway yet. I really don't want to do the windows yet. I put them on that side, and that side. It's really cool, but... Okay, and in the other games I was putting chests down here. You can only put 2. but I had a better idea, and I'm not going to do that now because I'm going to build another quarters on the other side of the drills, and that'll be my hoarding area. So, what is it required to build? It is iron, titanium. Let's go this way because there should be a chest over here. And then we'll grab iron, and titanium. So there's iron. There's titanium. It does that little glitch every now and then where it'll highlight it and you'll click on it and it won't do anything, but it'll make the noise. Okay, so where is the chest? There it is. See, and there's that crashed spaceship up there. But with what I got now, I can't make it to there. Dang, no aluminum. Alright, and then I think there's another chest over that way somewhere. Alright. Let's get back over here. We'll make the next living quarters. So the wind little turbines I got going over there, I think they have a little under 1. No, it's a little over 1. Unless some of that is from... Yeah, so I still have almost a kilowatt available. Let's build this. Let's see if I can get this one level. Last time I didn't get the one in the right spot. And it looked freaking corny. Alright, and what do we need for a door? One more silicon. Ah, right here. Silicon right next door. Okay, now I need to go out and collect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 iron. I need 7 iron, and I have 2. I need ice because I don't have any more water. 7 iron. Magnesium, silicon, magnesium. 1, 2, 3. So I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chocolate cakes. That's an old Sesame Street thing. Alright, so up we go over that. Seeing what I plan on doing is I'm going to build, once I get the oxygen to the ladder, which I still understand how those two go together, I'll put one on top, put one in the middle and connect them. I don't know if they're spaced properly, but alright. So we come down here. And we go there. There. Here's, use the mouse wheel, turn it. And there. There. The reason I put so many is so I can do it like this. Cobalt. And that's just going to be cobalt. Magnesium. Magnesium. And if you see me spell it wrong, I don't care. It's my game. Oops, getting dark. So, and each of these holds 15. So I know I need more cobalt. I know I need lots more magnesium. And then everything else that I don't even have yet. So here's cobalt. What was the silicon that was close back here? Here's more magnesium. cobalt, iron, silicon, titanium. Oh, that's interesting. It's the first time I've been in a spot where I'm actually looking for titanium. There we go. Because in the other games, I had titanium everywhere. Alright, that should be full. Yeah, we're full. Oh no, my oxygen levels are low. Should I just see something glitch? It looked like something ran across the screen from the middle off to the right. That's weird. Okay, cobalt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 more spaces. Each one of these is 5, so each chest holds 15. Magnesium. This will be silicon. This will be iron. This will be titanium. Titanium. Oop, that was the. I had to think there for a second. And this will be ice. Okay, so ice I keep over here because I keep the food and the water over here and this one. So you can come out. You can stay. You can come out. Oops. How much do I have? I have none. Okay, so I need to make the water, and then I need to use the food, and put a food in there. Oop, and then put the ice in there. So what am I missing? We got cobalt, magnesium, silicon, iron, titanium. Actually, give me that back. Okay, this will be misc. Am I forgetting one out here? I don't think so. Okay, so cobalt's almost full. We need everything else. So just grab everything. Cobalt only needs 6. Cobalt, ice, of course. Titanium. Nice, more cobalt. Cobalt, for some reason, is like the thing you. What was that? That was weird. Cobalt's the one that's mostly visual because it's the only blue thing on this entire map. Well, until I make the sky blue, but we'll see if that happens. Okay, I don't think that looked like that on my other map. That's cool. So I think it's maybe the map loads a certain way and then randomizes a few things on it. Okay, let's get back down there before we run out of O2. I like the way you die when you run out of oxygen too, because the screen starts going black. So the next tank that I'll be able to build will take me up to 200 oxygen. Whoop. So I only need 1 more cobalt. And you'll notice when I run the mouse over it, see the little arrow that's pointed down? That is, instead of when you click on it and put it in the container, if you click on the arrow, it just drops it on the ground. What do I need to make a heater? An iron and a silicone. So give me one of those. Give me one of those. This is something I have not made yet. So this is going to be brand new. And it's an indoor thing. Okay. Alright, well, let's put it over here. Since I'm not putting the... How much power does that draw? Oh, not too much. Alright, so we need to make another... So I need another iron. Oh, I have an ice on me. Apart from that one recipe we just did, I don't think ice is used in anything else. I can't say because I haven't gone... What is it, just an iron? I haven't gone very far in the game so far, so... Okay, that's gonna make us completely out of iron, but everything will be running. Go us! Holy crap! Alright, so... Heat is going up. Oxygen is going up. Pressure is going up. Oh, we're at 979. What do we get at 1,000? Terraform. Sweet, we get the solar panels. So if you look, solar panels do 1 per turn, and we're making a total of 6 with 5 wind turbines, so there we go. Ta-da! Alright, that requires iron, cobalt, silicon. Okay, so I needed to go out and get a lot more iron. So see how it's getting slim pickings around here? Like I said, when the asteroids hit, they drop a lot more resources all over the map. Natural racehorses. That was a skit Gilda Radner did in the early Saturday Night Live. She was an old lady who misunderstood or misheard a lot of things, and she was complaining about everybody who was up in arms about the country's national racehorses. And so she argues about it for a while, and then they correct her and tell her, no, it's not racehorses, it's resources. And then she says, oh, well, that's completely different. Never mind. She used to do those a lot. I can't remember the character's name. Oh, we have enough to build one. All right. So these will go here. So we're 1.15 over in power. Now we are 7.65 over in power. So the one solar panel does 6.5 compared to 5 wind turbines doing 6. So there we go. So screw you and your energy consumption over there, buddy. Oh, I forgot it's inside. Alright, what do we got? What do we got to drop off? We got magnesium. Dinkity dinkity dinkity. And we got 1 silicon. And we're out of iron. Oops. Silicon's that corner. There we go. Alright, so let's go this way and grab some stuff. There's some titanium. So you don't have to play for very long. I think that's awesome way they've done the design on this, where, like I said, I downloaded this morning and I played it. Oh my god, boot! Did you see it says no spoilers? I haven't even met Lucy yet. Well, if Chad farted on the moon rock, that would help me make some atmosphere, because that would kick up some methane. And I haven't met Chad yet either. I swear. What's going on, Boot? What bad thing have you done today to be cursed to come watch my stream? Oh, let me get more water. Okay. I know. Did I get any iron? Yeah, I did. Iron. Oh, there's no iron there. over in cobalt, so I don't need any more cobalt. So this will be the. I guess we'll just call this overflow for now. Overflow. Steve should be watching. He's see how manage inventory. I'm just saying. Oh, Subway sounds good. When I used to work at one of the warehouses I was a manager at, the only place to eat that was close was a Subway on the corner or a little Mexican restaurant. So no cobalt, everything else. And I went there so often the 2 years I was there. It's only $17 right now. It's on sale on Steam. I would go to that Starbucks, that Subway so often that I would walk in the door and the ladies behind the counter would just, do the welcome. Which one do you want? 1, 2, or 3? And I could say 2, and because I always ordered one of 3 different sandwiches all the time, and so I could just say 1, 2, or 3, and by the time I got to the front, my sandwich was already made and waiting for me. Okay, I don't want to go any farther because I don't have a lot of oxygen. There's another ship over there. I didn't see that. Okay, we don't need any more cobalt. Like I was saying, cobalt stands out because it's the only blue thing on this planet. Other than my jokes. Ba-doom, boom, thanks. We'll be here all week because we got nowhere else to go. Let's go in here. Oops. I'll let the water go down a little more before I get more. What did I pick up? I didn't pick up any iron, did I? Nope, I did titanium. Titanium just looks like dirt clods. If you don't know what a dirt clod is, where the hell did you grow up? Okay, we only need 2 more magnesiums now, which is interesting because in the last games that I did this on this morning, I could not find magnesium to save my life. So silicon, we need lots of iron. I see you there, but I don't need you. Titanium, cobalt, ice. There's also a chest over there somewhere. But until I get up to the next... Oh man, I want to turn around and go back, but there's so much iron right here. Until I get to the next tank, I'll deal with it in a minute. Alright, let's go. Cobalt. There was a cassette I got back in the day, yo, that was Metal Blade Records used to put out Metal Massacre, which was a sampler of bands, up-and-coming bands. And there was a band on one, I think my favorite was 7, Metal Massacre 7. And there was a band on there called Cobalt, and they had a song called Bullets, which was very much just rock and roll. And when I first heard it, I was like, this is crap, don't care. And then I listened to that cassette so often that now every time I see anything that says Cobalt or anybody talks about Bullets, that song pops up in my head. Because, there's so much room in my head that anything could live there. Oops, let me drink the water first. Eat the food. Grab a food. Grab a water. We'll make another water. Put the water back. Alright. So, what was almost full now? That's full. Oh, magnesium. Magnesium only needs 2. Whoop! Drill number 2. That's the first time I got drill number 2 before I got the updated. Before I got that. Huh. Okay. I'd like to say, holy crap! I still have 2 totes full of heavy metal cassette tapes. Metal Massacre 7 I don't have anymore because I wore that thing out. What did I just open? I opened the new drills. Okay, what do the drills require? Iron and titanium. 1 iron, 2 titanium. 1 iron, 2 titaniums. Build 2 of those. We'll put them at the end of the other drills. So you'll see a big difference between drill number 1 and drill number 2. That's drill number 1. Drill number 2, the picture looks smaller. The drill itself is much bigger. Just a bit small. Okay. Oh boy. We need to build another solar panel, which is iron, cobalt, cobalt, silicon. Okay. Iron. Cobalt, cobalt. And a silicone. Metal Blade Records also did a best of Metal Blade that was like a 2-album really a 2-record album. Can't say I've ever heard of that one. I'm sure that's illegal. I'm sure that's illegal in a bunch of different countries too. Furry Nazi hentai dating. Okay. What was I just about to do? I was gonna build something else. Oh, I need to. Oh, I do have an oxygen here. Okay. So I don't really need to build another one of those until I get another one of these. I need a seed. See, because over here, did I get it in this game too? No. And the last 2 games I got eggplant seeds that you put in a food growth thing, but I have never seen one of those. Okay, so let's go back to hoarding things. Iron. Cobalt is full. I think, wasn't Steve playing that at one point? Didn't he play the Doki Doki Literature Club? And when I hear the name Doki Doki, I think of something completely away different than what I'm sure what it's supposed to be. Don't need cobalt. Magnesium. So this morning I was going back and forth with Dawes over stuff that Dawes and my cousin Gorlord had done as a band called Coffinwood. And I was listening to it and I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. And then they were talking about trying to get Vitus back together. I don't oops, shit. Run! I don't remember watching. I remember him playing it, but I don't remember watching. I think I saw it pop up and I wasn't watching. I think I was working. Or I was doing my once a week. My regular schedule has me close on the Thursday night, open on a Friday morning, which I'm totally fine with. But in between all that is a 45-minute drive to work. So a close gets me out of there between 7:30 and 8, which means I'll get home at about 9 or like 8:45 at the latest. And then I have to be up and back at work by 7 in the morning. Well, I only needed 2 magnesium. Okay, overflow. 1 titanium. Okay, so we don't need cobalt. We don't need magnesium. We need. Whoop. Oh, oh no, that's not it. I don't know why I haven't seen the refilling of the field yet. That's interesting. What was I hearing in there? Was it just drills, maybe? Huh. Okay, so we need 4 silicon, 3 iron, 7 titanium, and that's overflow. So silicon, iron, titanium. Whoops. Silicon, iron, titanium. Let's go back over this way. Doesn't most anime do that? I mean, when I first joined Steve's band, did I say I have magnesium? I'm full of magnesium. Silicon. He was watching Chobits, which I'm the only anime I had ever seen was what in America was called G-Force, but in Japan was called Gatchaman. Oh, there's Backpack 3. Okay. Let's go get that real quick. And it's when I was little, and I liked it, but I thought it, even when I was little, I thought it was interesting how I thought they just didn't try to match the voice or the mouth to what they were saying, but then I got older and realized, oh, it's because it was animated in a different language. Dumbass. Okay, so that was backpack number 3, so that we gotta come over here. Wait a minute, is that the first time I've unlocked backpack number 3? I think that is. I think that's the first time I've unlocked that backpack. What do we need to build it? Ah, see, 2 aluminum. So we can't build that backpack yet until we find more chests with aluminium, as they would say in Britain, inside of them. Where is oxygen? Oxygen. So tank 3 is not till 5. Stupid indoor liner. So I need to do this, but I can't do this until I find another one of these. So I need to find another chest. Okay, we're gonna go. Ah, crap. Hold on. Let me. Okay, boot. Da boot. All right. Let's go this way and see if we can find another chest. Because in the other 2 games I was doing, I actually had. Well, not the one that I ended really quick, but the other games I had. Iron is iron full? Iron's not full. There is another chest out here somewhere. Like I said, I don't want to get too far away because I don't want to croak. So far, it seems like when you die, your stuff drops into a chest. So if you get too far away and you're running back and you die, as long as you're close enough to where you can run back to the spot you died, you can get your stuff back. I thought there was another chest out here. Maybe it's because that's where I picked up the chest when I died running back. Oh, it's right there. Right in front of my fat face. Okay, right here. Alright, we'll come back. I don't have enough oxygen to look at that yet. And I do have another oxygen tank sitting in a chest back here. I know. If we're gonna die close. Come on, run. Oh my goody goo goo, come on. I swear if I died right at the steps. Alright, there we go. Okay, we know where it's at. It's straight this way. If I would have died straight at the steps, I would have thought, well, that's normal for me. Oh, I'll stop and grab you. We need to make water. Okay, where's it at now? It is right there. Yeah, because where I died, because I ran between those 2 mountains over there in one of them. I died like right over there. Iron, titanium, iron, silicon, magnesium, food, water. Oh, an oxygen bottle. Sweet. But unfortunately, no plant seeds, which will up my oxygen. Is iron full? I can't remember. As soon as I run off, I forget. And if it is, I can make just more energy with it or something. I don't know. I know. Okay, iron is going to be overflowed now. Oh man, that grabs a lot of iron. Alright, and then silicones is full. Magnesium is already full. Wish there was a way you could sort. Can I do this? Nope. They don't have that in yet. Okay, and then titanium. Like I said, this game is still in beta. It's only $17 on Steam. It's normally $19.99. It's on sale, so it's only $17. And I love games like this. I love Astroneer. Now I'm deleting one. Alright, so we can't do the backpack until we find another... How far are we from getting up to a better oxygen tank? 5? Satisfactory? I think... Well, let me check. I think that's the one... Satisfactory... I thought that was the one that me and Dawes were streaming. I don't even see it on here anymore. Maybe it wasn't. We were streaming Factorio. He was saying I should do Satisfactory. Have you ever heard of Dyson? What is it called? Not Dyson vacuum cleaners? No, it's I'm looking right now. Dyson Sphere program. I get in moods where I want to play that one for like hours, and then I don't play it again for like a month. So the next tank is not until 5 on the oxygen, and 5.0, and we're at 0.267. We haven't even got to the worthless indoor ladder yet. And how did I get to that one so quick last time? I think it's because I had 2 seeds, and so I had 2 of these going. Yeah, Dyson Sphere is fun. It's one of those things you start, you get about maybe 2 hours into it, and you think, wait a minute, if I would have done this when I started, and so you erase everything and start all over again. And then you make the mistake of putting infinite resources, and then the game really is just, you lose all the, what's the word I'm looking for? All the challenge, because once you set down a drill, then you never have to move it. I already did this one, correct? Yes, okay. I know there's probably another one over here somewhere, but... Okay, iron is full. Titanium's not. Iron is full. Silicon is full. Is silicon full? Well, we'll find out. Yep. I don't like that little glitch where you get in one sharp little indentation like that and you stop. But if that's my biggest complaint, this game rocks so far. I think it would be awesome if they did a thing like they do in Astroneer where you have an encyclopedia. Because with like the first 2 or 3 times I played this morning, I could not find iridium anywhere. And I just lucked out in this game that it was in a chest. And oxygen enough to reach the next one. Alright. So what are we looking at? We're almost to 5 on Terraform. What is that 5? Holy mama, grab the baby. So the solar panel number 2 we don't get until 17. And we haven't even made it to 5 yet. Pressure is almost at 4. What do we get? Do we get anything at pressure 4? Yes, living compartment glass. Glass floor or ceiling for living pods. Oh, so these are the windows that go around here, and then those are doing the tops and the bottoms. Interesting. Why would you put one on the bottom? People are weird. Oxygen's at 0.28. And this stupid ladder. Okay, and heat is just opened up. Oh, a new vegetube. That's 1, that's 2. So this creates 0.15 per second. This creates 1.2 per second. Did I ever make the... I didn't. I need to make a deconstruct. Tiny Tina's is awesome. Me and Dawes, if you go to Dawes' channel... Oh, there's a living glass compartment. Dawes and I have streamed it. Dawes, me, and... Oh, another one. Communication antenna. Where did that come from? Okay. Receives transmissions from outer space using combination with transmission screen. Displays transmissions received by the communication antenna. What does that take? Silicon, titanium, iron, aluminum again. I do not have aluminum. Aluminium. So we need to build the veggie tube. What does it take? It's iron, ice baby, and magnesium. Iron, magnesium. These guys can go over here. Oh, titanium's full now. Is silicon full? Yes. Okay. So iron's full, titanium's full, silicon's full, magnesium's full, cobalt's full, overflow's got room, misc is okay. All right. We need to eat and we need to drink. So I need 2 ice babies. Thank you. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna build that over here. Oh, I needed this one. I just put one into overflow, didn't I? Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. Okay, so right here, we're gonna do that, and over here, we're gonna grab that, and we're gonna put it in that one. And then I need to come over. Oh, I don't need to go over there. I can do it right here. I need 1 silicon and 1 magnesium. Did I only have 1 over here? Yeah, so we can replace a silicon. Wait a minute, where's the exoskeleton? Do I already have it and didn't even notice it? I do. Son of a motherless. So titanium, silicon, and magnesium. So titanium, silicon, and magnesium. So I need 2 silicons and 1 magnesium. I was just looking at that and I was like, why haven't I made an exoskeleton kit yet? So if you see how much I got here, I need to take this off, put that on, and it gives me more. So there we go. So now I got the deconstruct. I don't know how to use deconstruct. See, there's construction. What? Why is that on left bumper? I'm not playing with that. I'm playing with a keyboard. There we go. Q. Is there a deconstruct I see here anywhere? I do not see one, Sam. I am. So how do you deconstruct? I want to get rid of that. Now that I got that going. Oxygen's going up a little faster. So we can open that ladder that we need so bad. What the? What was the antenna? Silicon, titanium, iron. Oh, it's aluminum. I can't build it yet. Alright, let's go run around and find. So I need 2 silicons and a magnesium. And then my collection will be complete. I can't remember what football game it was. I remember playing back in the day. I think it was football. And it had, when you would not make a completion, it would say incomplete, but it wouldn't say incomplete. It would say incomplete. Incomplete. I don't remember what that was. I need 2 silicons and 1 magnesium. Silicon are the melted records on the ground. Magnesium is the black crystals on the ground. There's a magnesium. There's a silicon. That's a magnesium. That's a magnesium. Well, that's an iron. That's an iron. That's magnesium. There we go. Melted record. And if you don't know what a record is, oh crap, we're gonna die. We're not gonna get back in time. I wasn't paying attention. So we're gonna die right next to this thing, and you're gonna see it. There'll be a chest sitting where I died at. Oh, make it around the corner. Oh, whew. Okay, well we know how far we can go. Okay, there's our 2 silicon. There's our 1 magnesium. So now that we've got everything full, that's full. That's full. That's full. That's full. That's full. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing the light. Can't do the mining speed because I don't have aluminum. The light is silicon and 2 magnesiums. I'm just going to go out and grab it out in the wild. 2 silicons, 1 magnesium. There's a magnesium. Is that a silicon or is that iron? That's a silicon and that's a silicon. Well, terraforming is up to 6.6, but the next reward is until 17. That's crazy. Okay. Oh, it's 2 magnesium. I did it backwards. Why didn't anybody tell me? I need another magnesium. It's right there in front of me. Did I get the last thing? Yeah, I got the last thing out there because it was a blueprint chip. So much cobalt. What I could do, I guess, is I could just put all the windows in the building. I think that's cobalt and something else. Let's build our light first. Whoops, wrong thing. There, everything's now lit up. Does it look different? I think it's better at night. So we have an extra silicon. So we can't build that until we get aluminum. Can't build that. We already have that. Wait, we weren't in tank 2? No. Why did I not build a tank 2 yet? What did I put over here? Was this a game where I made too many of the one? Yeah, okay. Well, I guess I can grab that. Tank 2 is that. Okay, silicon, cobalt, titanium, magnesium, magnesium. Alright, so we want 1 silly, 1 cob, 1 tita, and 2 mags. Alright. And like I said, we're gonna go get them in the wild because they'll give us something to do while things are building up. So 1 melted record, 1 of the... Oh, there's magnesium over there. We need titanium. Yeah, we needed titanium. There's a little glitch for us again. There's a silicon. What do we need? Silicon, titanium. So we need 1 cobalt and 2 magnesium. Magnesium. 1 magnesium. And cobalt. Alright, let's get back. So in doing this, the oxygen tank number 2, it'll take us from 145 oxygen to O2 to, that's a lot of 2s, 200. It's another 2. Alright, so then we take this and take that one off, put that one on. So now we have 200 oxygen. I'll put this in the miscellaneous. Miscellaneous. I think I'll put these other oxygens in the miscellaneous also because this I just wanted for food. Oh crap, I have no ice. Usually the ice is the closest thing to me because I've grabbed everything else. Oh, you're playing Fallout again? I just could never get into that game. Like I said, I played the one that was where you start off for like the first 15 minutes as a kid. Or not 15 minutes, it was more like half an hour, I think. And I was just like, I don't want to play this game anymore. Put the ice in there. Oh no, it's getting dark. Yeah, it just made me like, the more I played it, the more I was like, I don't want to do this. And I think I played one of the other Fallouts and I just couldn't get into it. The mechanics to me were just, I just couldn't do it. It was like when, back, I think it was my PS3, I bought a game, it was I had played Rainbow Six, and then I went to play a different one that was a squad where you had your own squad. It was like a Marines game or something. Yeah. Um, it was I can't remember the name of the game, but it had its own controller that came with it, so it cost more. And I remember trying to play that game, and the mechanics and the camera were so wonky. It's like watching Steve play Resident Evil. I never played that game because I hate that camera setup. Okay, we're just looking for. We're gonna run out this way until we get to about 100 psi, and then we'll our oxygen. And hey, I think that red means I've emptied it. Yeah. So I don't think there's another one this direction. But I spent the money on the game with the special controller and thought it was going to be awesome, and then the camera was all wonky and I couldn't figure out how to use the special controller, and I thought, oh, this was a giant waste of money. I could have bought another guitar. Oh great, we made the indoor ladder. My life is complete. Nothing will ever top this moment in my life. I would like to thank everyone who helped me get to this point. Turns the page. And I don't know why that's a reward. For oxygen. Something as important as oxygen. Anybody see a chest around here as we're running back? Can't go that way. Gotta go this way. Gotta get back. Yeah, and I still have not found any free-forming iridium foaming. Free-forming iridium or aluminum. I've only found them in chests, which is why I'm running around looking for chests right now. Whee! I picked up ice, so let's get over here. Skyrim, my wife, we first got together, she had just finished playing Skyrim and she had opened every possible thing you could open in Skyrim pretty much. She is just freaking amazing. So then she started playing Neverwinter online, and oh my god, she's like, she doesn't do a whole lot of raiding, but her character is like up in the top tier in everything pretty much. Okay, get up the hill, get up the hill, get up the hill, come on. You're not that old yet, get up the hill. So if I go to that thing, I will be dead, because I do not have enough oxygen. I am looking for Vincini. I don't see any chests up to, just out of straight looking. I wonder how much oxygen you get on the next level. Are we halfway yet? I'm gonna run over this side real quick and see if there's any chests up here. Why does that look burnt? Interesting. Okay, we come back out, we're going that way. We're gonna go that way. Okay. Let's refill the oxygen. Terraform's almost at 1. What do we get at 1? Oh, nothing. That's right. It's got to get... Oh, it's almost at 10. We got to get all the way to 17 before that goes up. Pressure's at 7. Nuclear reactor at 60. Okay, so we're almost at 7. The next thing's not till 60, so that's not happening anytime soon. Heat is almost at 1. Don't get anything till 2. And it's a progress. Okay, that's interesting. And oxygen is at 1.2. Next heater's not till 1.8. I wonder how much iridium that's going to take, because that took the only piece of iridium I had. Okay, we're going this way. Leave us to be going this way. So, you'll see here in the next week or so, we're going to start playing EQ2 again with the new time lock progression server coming out with free loot. You can trade all loot with anybody. It's not a random loot server. That wasn't so much fun. Hey, I've been playing EverQuest since it came out. And I got my whole family into it, up to and including both of my parents, which was surprising because my dad was never the type to want to play. What the heck kind of rock is that over there? I see a chest. Run your little feet off, come on. We're probably going to die on the way back, but at least we'll be able to get to our body. That is cool looking. Please have something I need. Food. Aluminum. We finally got some aluminum. That is so cool over there. I wonder if that's free roaming aluminum over there. I'm trying to say free roaming and free range at the same time. Free roaming aluminium. No, it's not from 1937. That's when I was born. That's ice. EverQuest 1 came out in 1999. I think it was November 4th, 1999. And I know I'm gonna die as long as I can see where I died. And then EverQuest 2 came out in November of... EverQuest 1 was November 4th of 1999. EverQuest 2 was March. Get in the door, get in the door. Oh yeah! Screw you, nature. EverQuest 2 was March 17th, 2004, I believe. Alright, so... Oh! I pissed off the planet. Okay, so in Misk goes aluminum. And then overflow goes iron and silicon and cobalt, which is all we've got in there. So it still hasn't done the meteor shower. This is weird. This is just a dust storm. So weird. Okay, we're gonna run towards the ship up there. Well, I know I didn't pass any chests on the way. I already found the chest that I passed on the way to that little area there. So I guess we'll just go see if we can get around that corner over there. Well, let me air up right here. Cool. Okay, let's go. Screw you, nature. What in the heck? Oh, was that sand falling off the side of the... I thought that was flames and smoke for a second. Yeah, once you get up on this little sandy looking area like this, there's no resources. He said as Cobalt stared him in the face. that a cave? It's a cave! I bet you iridium's in here. I bet you $1.298 there's iridium in there. So I bet you iridium's in there. I bet you aluminium's over there. Starship Enterprise is in the ground over there. And there's another one up to the top right. You can't see right now, it's around the corner. Yeah, and it doesn't take that long to download. I mean, the game is not, and it loads insanely quick. So like when we were playing Tiny Tina, yeah, I know. When we're playing Tiny Tina, there's some times where we feel like the game is crashing because it just takes forever to load. Okay, we're gonna die behind this rock. Can I make it around? Can I make it around? Come on, come on! We live! Where would you look to flip off nature? Just pretty much everywhere? It's gonna make it so much more fitting when I die. But Tiny Tina has a lot of long load times. Last night when you were watching Dawes play Red Dead, they thought the game crashed at one point because it took like 2 minutes to load, just a solid black screen with nothing going on. See, there's the other ship crash. That one I can get to, and I can get halfway into the ship before I die. I found that out in my first game. And then whatever I got on me is just left up there. So if I made it up there and I found something, it would do no good. You know what? How much does that refuel? It doesn't say how much it refuels. Okay, we're gonna lose everything here. We're gonna run to that ship over there, and we're gonna use the oxygen tanks and see how much it gives us back. It'd be awesome if it filled up all the way, but I doubt it. So you got to get around this outcrop here, hang a right. There's a little bit of debris, or as we would say in my hometown, debris, laying on the. Oh, come on, get up the hill, get up the hill, get up the hill, you old man. And laying on the ground, but I ignore that because going to it last time, there's nothing on it. That stuff there. There's a chest. Iron, titanium, iron, cobalt, silicon, magnesium, food. Yay. That was totally worth it. He said, covered in sarcasm. So there was nothing at that one when I ran to it last time. There's half our oxygen gone. So all that stuff I just got out of the chest, if I die up here, the majority of that is going to go away. It'll drop into a chest that I can come and get, but... And I thought once I got here, maybe something would be running and I could get oxygen, but there's nothing running. Ah, I forgot. What the heck? What is your light? Where's light? Where's light? Where's light? Turn on light. F. There we go. That's what I needed. Fabric. All right, we're going back. That's enough. That's all I need. Oh, it does fill it up. That is awesome. I thought it was only going to do a certain amount. Is that? Okay. So apparently I can't get in that yet. And so far I've noticed, pardon me for my cough, so far I've noticed that there's no falling damage. Oh, if I could have known I could have gone up there. I could have saved gas. Look at that piece of magnesium hanging out behind the rock. Okay, so now I know that those fill up completely, and I have cobalt all around me. I'm in a sea of friggin' cobalt. I'll make a bunch of those, and I'm gonna run to that ship back there. He pointed with his character's face. Over there! And that's a second aluminium, I believe. Oh, turn off the light. Two aluminiums in one. There's a tank right there. So overflow. I'm gonna need an overflow for my overflow. Give me that so I can make 2 more tanks. Magnesium is full. Yay, heater number 2 I can't use because I don't have any iridium yet. Alright, so let's go over here. We've already got this one made. It's not as efficient as the other one, but now we have them both going, so that'll help. That helps. Alright, so there's heater number 2, which requires 2 iridium. And 1 aluminium. What else opened? Backpack number 3. Oh wait, what did backpack number 3 require? 2 aluminums. I can make a new backpack. Let's make the new backpack. Come to me, aluminum. You know what, I'm gonna... Okay, that's tank, so we'll drop those off in there even though they're not miscellaneous. So I need a backpack 2, aluminum, 1 titanium. Is that 1 titanium? 1 titanium, 1 silicon. Oh, I don't have... Oh, because I dropped that one I had. Alright, so let's make the tanks. You're welcome. Okay, and then I need to take that off to make that. Let's see how much space we got now. Oh! Fear my inventory space. Okay. How much oxygen do we have now? We've got what would be referred to in the Navy as a metric ASWAC of oxygen. Alright, we're going. And they're off! No, I haven't put Benny Hill's theme back on yet. I'm crazy that way. I mean, I actually had Gorelord and Dosrith both have me get on their EQ characters so I could organize their spell books. Because I organize them by type and then by level. Because I'm just that frickin' loony. And once I found the wardrobe option in EQ2, my bank was so freaking full of stuff. It looks like you might be able to enter through the end. Giggity! Speaking of entering through the end, out the rear end, I wonder what Gorelord's doing right now. Dude, that's not good chair placement. I wish I could widen or shorten the area of my flashlight. All of a sudden, I feel like Steve playing Aliens. I feel like something's going to jump out and scare me and I'm going to crap the chair. Whoop. Food, another seed, iridium. There we go, eggplants. So those seeds are for growing food. Go figure. And I don't know how to do that yet. I have not opened up the seed thing yet. Another seed. Oh, wow. 200% modifier. I don't know what the ones I have are. Oh, that's a canister? Yes, blueprint microchip. We have to survive and get back. I need to spend that. Oh, come on. How do I crouch? How do I crouch? How do I crouch? Turn on light construction inventory, jump, run, switch tool, action. Maybe it's action. Let's try that. Oh, how do I get over there? Oh, you go upwards. I think. Oh, come on. Oh, wait. Okay, how do I do that? How do I do that? Aha! That's how you do that. Is that aluminum? Yes. God, you guys, you clean up your wrecks. That is so cool. How much? Okay, still got 3. Be gone with you! What the? What? Oh, I must have a full inventory. Yeah. Crap in a bucket. Oh, look at that. I got the full inventory right as I find 2 storage crates. Alright, so don't need iron. We need iridium. Can eat a food. Get another iridium. Oh, crap. That's the regular one. That's a 200%. That's a 150. So we'll get to 200. Another aluminum, another... I don't know what fabric is used for yet. I can always come back and get this stuff later. Alright, that's good enough. Wait, what's in this? Another chip. Alright, let's go. Let's go. We're pushing our luck already. Let's go. It's that way. Straight on till morning. I do not require a light. I can see where I'm going. Thank you. So I'm thinking iridium's in that cave, aluminium's over there in the shiny mountains. The polished mountains. At least I remembered this time to turn on my intro music when I started the stream. I am so out of it with streaming. What was that? What was that about my oxygen level there, buddy? Okay, I can't grab any cobalt yet because I have a full inventory. So, but with getting iridium, I can now up the heat. Giggity. Let's see. So, where am I going to put the heater? I guess I could put it in here. There. Or what I could do... I could make another... Okay, let me empty out my inventory. I can make another one of these pod things and just put heaters in it. What do I have? Iridium, 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 aluminum, aluminum. Did I? Yeah, I needed one of those over there. And I already had fabric in there. Got 2 of those puppy dogs. So there's squash seeds and there's eggplant seeds. There's another iridium. Iron, I think I have no room in iron. Okay, so iron goes there. Lots of food. Or lots of stuff over here. So what is in here is just regular. That's a 200 multiplier. What's in here is regular. That's a 200 multiplier. So now we're doing 2.7 oxygen. And we need to get to 5, and we're at 5.0, and we are at 2.5. We're halfway there on oxygen. I was looking at this number. We're halfway there. Oh, you never know where you're going until you get there. Is that Bugs Bunny or Daffy Duck that's saying that? Wait, yeah, those are the 200s. And that's the 150. I need to make... Do I have any water on me? Yeah. So I need to make another water. Wait a minute. Okay, let's do this. Iron. Blood and iron. I'm gonna have to listen to some Sirth Ungol when I get off of here. Alright, so we want this guy. Oh, you're gonna tell me I can't put him in here anywhere? Oh, you suck! And then he can't go outside? Oh my gosh. Okay, well that sucked. I was gonna put some stuff in there, but apparently not. Okay, we got 2 chips. What do we got? Agility boots. Microchip compass. Okay. So the compass needs 2 aluminum. The boots need, oh look at that, 2 aluminum, 2 fabric. Increases movement speed by 15%. 2 aluminum, 2 fabric. I think I have just that. 2 aluminum, 2 fabric. Go agility, go agility. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, I feel like I'm moving 15% faster. That is awesome. So I can make a lot more oxygen. How much, what is the heater 2.0? So I don't have any more aluminum yet. It requires 2 iridium, silicon, titanium, iron, and aluminum. I still can't believe there hasn't been a friggin' meteor shower yet. The other one, I didn't get this far, and I had 3 meteor showers already. Alright. So that requires... Oh, that doesn't require aluminum, but that requires aluminum. Alright, let's... How many we got? We got 1 oxygen capsule. We got in the overflow. We have no... Okay, so let's go get some cobalt. We'll make some more oxygen tanks, and then we'll go run and see if the aluminum is in the shiny mountains over there. So, should be crap loads of cobalt, because that's usually the first one I fill up. Cobalt. Cobalt. I might as well grab the ice. There's a cobalt. So that's 1 tank. That's 2 tanks. 3 tanks. One more. 4 tanks. Okay, so that's 4 tanks of oxygen that we can make now, and then we'll run over to the shiny area. I still want to go through that little crevice over there. That's what he said. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, a 4. Oh, we don't have a... Let's make a water. So 1 water. Actually, these can go... I can go there. Alright, so let's go put these over here. And then we'll go run to the place of the aluminum. Alright. And they're off like a turd of hurdles. The music that's in this game is really, really good. But I have it turned off because I don't know if it's copywritten or not. And when I was playing it earlier, I had YouTube going on the other window, so. And so far I have not seen any hostile mobs. I don't know if they're in the game yet or not. Like I said, this is beta. I just downloaded it. I haven't read anything about it. I haven't gone and got any spoilers or anything. Is that a riverbed? Wow. You gotta jump, 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 get up. Okay. What is this? So that's cobalt. Oh, I see a chest. Cobalt, silicon. What is that? That's aluminum. There we go. Gimme, shock treatment. That's iron. Whoops. Well, I guess I can grab it. I'm gonna use it anyway. Solar panel part 2. Oh, I thought that was iron or aluminum. Okay, what's in this? Food, iron, cobalt, aluminum, food. The hell you say? Iron. No, give me aluminum. I saw aluminum. Give me. There it is. So aluminum looks like a goofy creature. Oh, that's some buried cobalt. What is that? There's another chest. Yeah, see, aluminum looks like an origami swan made out of crystals. All right. Where'd the chest go? Where'd the chest go? I was just looking at the chest. There it is. Don't need cobalt, don't need iron, don't need silicon, don't need titanium, don't need cobalt. Do need that, do need that. Thank you. Parry, parry, thrust, thrust. Good. That's Robin Hood Men in Tights. I don't want cobalt. I don't know. I think this thing's gonna need a tune-up. I'm afraid to go in there and not be able to come back out. He said walking in anyway. Iridium. Look at all the. All right, let's get rid of the iron. And get rid of that and grab the food. That's the first time I've seen uranium. Let's eat a food, grab a uranium. Drink of water, use an oxygen, grab an iridium. Oh, and that's all aluminum. Okay, we're going back. We're going back because I don't want to lose this stuff. Man, when your airbags went off, they blew out your whole windshield, buddy. Makes you wonder if a spaceship would ever have airbags. Which way did I come from? I came from this way. We come from France. Okay, I don't have room to grab anything else, so I don't know why I'm looking. So now I actually need to switch one of these chests from something to aluminum. Well, let me make everything I need with aluminum first. So I need to make the... I really don't need the compass. I don't think. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when we get back. I need to get back on this one tank of air. That's awesome. Or as we like to say around here, awesome sauce. Alright. So the compass was 2 aluminum, silicon, and magnesium. The mining speed, okay. Magnesium, silicon, aluminum. So I need magnesium, silicon, and aluminum. Silicon. Do I not have an overflow of magnesium? Okay, first let's do this. Mining speed T2. Okay, that is the mining speed T1 and silicon and a super alloy, which I found earlier in a chest. It's right there. Super alloy! This I can just drop somewhere because I made it by mistake. Alright. Oh, I have magnesium right there. Shoot, I forgot what I was doing. Silicon. I need silicon. Okay. Wait, there was a silicon in there, wasn't there? Yeah. Okay, so that's mining speed chip 1. And then 2 is that with silicon and a super alloy. And you gotta take... Oh, I didn't put the chip on. Okay. There we go. Super mining speed! Well, now I know how to do the deconstruction, so I can't deconstruct that apparently. That, you need to put something in. Where would I look to talk to the developers? You need to put something in where we can move these things after we've set them. Because in my first game, I put the fans down. See, and you can see how they go through each other because I put them too close together. And I wanted to space them out so they looked realistic, like they are not defying the laws of physics. And there's no way to do that I can see. I thought deconstruction would work, but it doesn't work on that. So, what else did we unlock? Solar panels 2. 1 aluminum. Okay, so obviously have the aluminum for it. So we got the aluminum. We need 1 more cobalt, which I don't actually have any in overflow anymore because I've been making air tanks. You're welcome. Yeah, there's cobalt. So we got 2 cobalt, we got the aluminum / aluminium. We need magnesium, silicon, and iron. Where am I going? Iron, silicon. I don't have extra magnesium now? No. No. Huh. Oh no, whatever shall I do? How am I doing on electrical? Let's take a look. We have 2.9 available. Oh, which way are you facing? I said I want it to look good. Well, I guess that's one of the good things about this being a dead planet. No bird's gonna fly into that. Now we have 22 kilowatts available. Hey, Jetco, I really like it. I've played, I don't know how much Astroneer, and I've played Civilization since it came out, and I love games like this, and I bought this morning, and so far I'm really liking it. I think it'd be cool. I mean, it's still in beta, so there's no telling where they're going to go with it, but so far I really like it. Man, I have mined everything from around me except for... No, pretty much everything around me. Still waiting for the asteroid shower. Okay, so that was that. Whoop, that was that. Yeah, no animal waste to deal with yet. Not that. This. Okay, so pressure. Where's pressure at? Pressure is at 14, and that next one's not till 60. Excuse me. All right, let's see. Heat is at 1.8, and at 2 we get the progress screen, which I don't really care for. I don't want to know. Okay. All right, we're almost at oxygen tanks version 3. We're at 4.78, and we need 5. So that's gonna rock. Why would I care about? Yeah. I like this game so far. I'd have to say I really like it. So I could. Oh, that's cool. And then those are. Oh, that's the same thing. That's right. What would I? If I upped oxygen. There's the food grower. So we need that. So I need to make more of these because I have got a crap load of. Where'd I put them? I've got a crap load of the seeds to go in there. 150. There's another. So I got at least 2. And what is that? Iron, ice baby, magnesium, silicon. So I need 4 ice, 2 iron, 2 magnesium, 2 silicon. So 4 ice, 2 magnesium, silicon. What did I say? What was the other thing? Iron. Oh. Gee, I have quite a bit of that. 1, 2. And then I need 4 ice. So let me put aluminum in here. Oh, and there's oxygen tank 3. Let's go see what we need to build that. Oh, crap. Well, I guess I can put the 2 plants right here. That needs titanium, aluminum. So, alright, let me make these plants first or I'm going to get sidetracked and never finish it. I need ice. How much room do I have? I have enough. Okay, we need ice. There should be lots of ice because that's the one thing I don't pick up most of the time. 4 of them. There's 1. There's 2. 3. And there's 4. Does this... Do I lose power when the sun goes down? Nope. Alright, so we are going to build... you, and we are going to build... you. Alright, come over here. We're gonna grab the plus 200s. Drop off the uranium. Ta-da! Now how are we doing? We're going up by 5. You know what? That would be awesome. Placidables Inventory Management Seminar. Oh crap, almost out of water. Speaking of ice. I had 4 in there, I didn't realize it. Alright, so we need... To quote Bugs Bunny, don't go out there, it's getting dark. You missed your calling, Oni, or Boots. You should be a salesman. Okay, iron, titanium, silicon, magnesium. Iron, titanium, iron, titanium, silicon, magnesium, aluminium. Is that right? Oh, now I gotta take the tank off. Okay, so tank 2 was, whoops, tank 2 was 200, tank 3, 280. Sweet. I wonder when we get the next exoskeleton. So there's a progress screen. Hooray, we're not making it. I don't even know where the exoskeleton came from. Oh, there it is. That's heat. So, and like I said, I have no room for a new heater. So we would have to build another building for that. Two irons and a titanium. Titanium. Did I grab it? Yeah. I can't link them? Oh, I guess I could do that because I do have the ladder now. One iron, one cobalt. One iron, one cobalt. I shouldn't have put it there though. I should have put it. I'm gonna have a freaking ladder in the way here. What the heck is that? Alright, so we want to build indoor ladder. Boy, that's quick. Alright. So what do we need now to build this? We need 2 iridiums, which we got in there. A 1, a 2. We need 1 silicon, which we're going to have to get from the silicon. We need 1 titanium. 1 titanium. We're going to need 1 iron, which I still have an overflow. And we're going to need 1 aluminum. Where did I put them? Right there. Oh, hydrate. You know what? I'm going to have to AFK for a minute and go get my monster. I still haven't put my Drink Wawa bitch. You know what? That would be awesome. That would be a cool t-shirt. Drink Wawa bitch. The uneven ground, you think? Jedco is why I couldn't build it? Oh, look, double bed, something I will never use in my entire life. Thank you for giving me that. There we go. The world's best space toaster. Okay, so where are we at now? Heat is now going up by 5. And what do we get next on the heat? Is a beacon. Oh wow, it's going up by 5. So that means this should come pretty quick. And then the exoskeleton's at 10, so oxygen's at 7.6. The food grower's at 12. So we're over halfway to the food grower, because that's the one I really want, because right now we're not sustainable. God, look at the size of that heater. Grass spreader? Perfect place to grow plants and generate O2. Drill. I haven't really looked at any of these things. I'd prefer to find it when I get to them. Wow. Locker storage. That starts double what we have now. An advanced crafting station isn't until 175. So almost 4 times what we need for the one before it. And these go farther over. I know I've got arrows, but I don't want to see. I don't want to see them before I get them. And the fact I just got the bed is like, yay. How far is this exoskeleton? 10 on what? 10 on heat. And we are at 2.58. So that's going to be a bit. What's the next terraform one? 50. Okay, yeah, so we got a ways to go. We got a long way to go. So we have more oxygen. We know how to make the oxygen tanks, and now that I actually use them. Where'd I put them? Oh, I still got them. All right, let's grab it. Let's. Oh, that's cool. This is my fourth one. I have the one I started, which I still have saved. I have another one I started right after that where I screwed up and deleted it and just started over. And then I have the third one that I was playing right before I started this stream, and then I started this one brand new. All right, we're going to go check what's through the crevice. What? Is that true, Boot? So 1-a-day vitamins, the required daily dosage for adults is 2 per day. That's not a problem, Jed. That's a good thing. And the fact it's in beta and we're learning the game as it's being made, sometimes that's good, sometimes it's frustrating because you'll get used to something and they'll take it away and change it, and then you'll come back from an update and everything will be different. I don't know, Boot. That's kind of earth-shattering. There's a chest right here. What do we got? Food, iron, silicon, regular. Oh, oxygen. Awesome. Iridium and aluminum. Sweet. Up we go through the crevice. I thought that was a new resource. It's not. Oh yeah, Subnautica. I got that. I watched. I think I bought Subnautica after I watched Jacksepticeye play it, and I had a blast with it. I never bought the update though. I did the same thing I was doing earlier today with this, where I just hoard all the resources. I don't continue on with the quest. I just hoard the resources. What the heck? Man, this is one trashed planet. There's stuff everywhere. Oh boy, wait a minute. Okay, the way that is facing is the way I came in. Okay. Woohoo! Man, look at all that stuff I got. Crap, that almost filled up my inventory with just deconstructing one item. That sounds like a storm. There they are. There's the meteorites. Oh boy, that one looks like it's coming right at me. Famous last words. This is how it replenishes stuff on the ground, I believe. I started coming this direction in one of my earlier games, but I died because I wasn't doing the oxygen tanks thing. This is weird. I've been playing this now for almost 2 hours, and this is the first meteor shower. With the first game I played, I had 3 meteor showers within like the first hour or so. Man, this one's going on for a mile. I never got around the corner to get in here before, so. Okay. See, it places new stuff on the ground for you. Alright, I know, I was thinking there's got to be more in here than just that, but. Yeah, there's a chest back there. Food, That's a regular seed. That's a good seed. Aluminum, iron. Oh, sweet super alloy. I'll get the food and eat it. Iridium. I can deconstruct that? Oh, my inventory's full. I can't. Okay, well, I can do that. But I'm not going to mess with it. All right, let's go back. Let's go back real quick. Now that we know what's over here, I don't see any new resources. So let's run back over this way. Yeah, the only other game I started coming this way, I got about to where the chest was, and then turned around and ran back and died because I didn't have 280 on the oxygen yet. I was still at 200, and I wasn't using oxygen tanks or anything. So I started running back from here, and I died right out here in the open. So let's see if the meteor shower replenished over here also. I didn't realize there was 2 planets. That's cool. Are there any more? Oh, there's 3. 4. Wow. Makes you wonder how this would actually work with planets being that close together. Can I get a physicist in the house, please? Anybody got Neil deGrasse Tyson on speed dial? Yeah, that's cool. When my first game, I ran up to that ship, and I died in that ship. And I was like, well, I guess I just lost everything. And then when I was running back from there and I died, I ran back that direction and found the chest. I was like, oh, well, I wonder if the chest is still up there, but I didn't go look. What if I can deconstruct that chest? Alright, so what do I have? I do have cobalt. Let's put 1 in there. 1 in overflow. I got aluminium. Whoop, that's food. Aluminium. I got iridium. I got magnesium. Yes. I got silicon. I got iron, which is overflow. Oh, and I got the rock. The super alloy. So these can go in here. These are all the regular ones? Yeah. He's the 150 and that's a regular one. So we'll drink water. And we'll go over here. I keep all the food over here. Let's grab the water. And we'll put these guys here because I don't have the food maker open yet. Oh, let's go over here. Let's put this on deconstruct. What do I get for deconstructing this? What? Oh. Did these refill, or did I just not take this stuff last time? Or have I just been running past this and not taking it? 1 iron. Well, that's what it takes to make it. That's awesome. You get instantly back exactly what it took to make it. Oh, the beacon's made. Oh, bacon sounds good right now. Titanium, silicon, aluminum. Well, I've been playing for 2 hours. I thought I had looted it earlier in the game. I wonder if it regenerates. Oh, that reminds me. Nope. See, so the meteor storm didn't happen here. So everything is still sparse because I've looted everything. In my other game I was playing, when the meteors crash down, it replenishes supplies. So, supplies! Alright, what do we got now? We got iron is in overflow. There's no room. Cobalt is full again. Yeah. But I can use those cobalts to make oxygen tanks. There's another magnesium. So there's an oxygen tank, there's an oxygen tank. I can make 2 more chests. There's the food grower. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I need to make about 100 of these. Food grower grows food. Somebody got paid to put that there. I saw it. I knew it was there. When I first started playing, I ran to it and thought I had looted it. That's why it surprised me that it still had stuff in it. I need, what was it? It takes a water bottle? One water bottle, one iron, and one aluminum. Okay. So I'm gonna build 2. So give me ice. Whoops. I need 2 aluminiums, please. So 2 aluminum, 2 iron, 2 agua frio. I just got the achievement, vegetables in space. I don't even need vegetables on Earth. Okay, what is, that is iron, magnesium, silicon, aluminum. Iron, magnesium. Do I already have aluminum on me? No. Okay, so we still need magnesium, silicon, aluminum. All right. I thought that was in line with those when I put it up. Oh my god. Yeah, that works. How are we doing on electricity now? We got 5.9 available. I need to grab seeds, squash, and eggplant. Whoop. I already had eggplant on me. Alright. Squash and eggplant. So I haven't used these yet, so I don't know how these work. Chance to get seed backs 100%. Growth 31% at the moment. Okay. So I'm guessing when they get full, you just grab them out of there. I haven't got that far yet. Oh, look at that. I'm growing food right next to the toaster. That I need to make into a oxygen. Okay, and now I think we might just go, whoops, we might just go right back to there. How many oxygens do I have? 3? 2 foods, only 1 water. I think I'm out of ice. I think I used all my ice too. Whoops. Yeah, so grab me some ice. I was hoping a meteor shower would happen over here and refill all of this. I mean, a guy can dream, can he? Ice. 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 And I'm not going to start doing baby. Okay, so I know I emptied this one. Let's see if there's anything in it. Nope. Okay. So, scroll with the mouse wheel, deconstruct, get a free iron. Go us. Okay. Alright, so we got ice, so we can make more water. We'll run up there because I've been in there before. I didn't know how to deconstruct yet. Now I do. Because I learned. Water. Where did you learn our language? I listened. Sorry. Random 13th warrior quote for you there. Right, so water, 3 oxygens. I'm gonna leave the ice here. Alright, let's go. Actually. Whoops, wrong way. Oh, I don't need all that food either. Let's drop that. Why do I still have the... Oh, vey, Rick D's. We'll leave that in there. Well, the 13th warrior was Ahmed ibn Fahlan ibn al-Abbas ibn Rashid ibn Hamad. And when you see the scene in the movie, when they're saying 13 warriors must go, and they're counting all the warriors, you only see like 3, and then it shoots to, what's his name? Oh, shoot, I forgot his name. The guy who was his Melchizedek, his faithful servant, and he's counting. There's like 3 guys have volunteered. The next guy volunteers, and he says something like 6. So they missed 3 in between. And then you get all the main characters, like Herger and Helfdane and all the fun people. Okay, so I got through that one already. Deconstructed. Oh, I can deconstruct that? Give me shock treatment. Nice. Blueprint. We always want the blue. Is that a window or something? Is it a screen? Look at all those servers. Think of all the copper. You know what? There's no way we can prove that they did, and there's no way we can prove that they didn't. So they did not know you had to take 2 one-a-days to get the daily adult dosage. But then they were a couple thousand years before there were one-a-day vitamins to begin with. Oh, sweet. Thank you for the water. You are too kind. I don't know why I'm deconstructing all these. It's just taking inventory space. Did I come from that way? Okay, yes, I did. Yeah, I did. Whoops. Fabric. Aluminium. Seeds. Okay, what do I got? I got iron, and I will replace with iridium. I've got iron. I will replace with the plus 150 modifier for the food, or for the oxygen, I should say. Another iron. I will replace with a fabric. Sounds like a storm's coming. It's a twister and a M. Asteroids? Any asteroids? Meteorites? Asteroids. No meteorites. Dang it. I was hoping it would be, so it would replenish the field out here while I'm dreaming of like a pony. It wasn't his servant. Melchizedek was an old friend of his father. So in the movie, he learns Old Norwegian by listening. In the book, they assign him a slave who translates for him the entire time. If I remember correctly. I need to make more chests. Do I have room upstairs for chests? I can make 1 chest right there. Let's go down. And from what I understand, the book was made on a dare. Somebody had dared him to write a book using the one of his friends, I think, was a professor of old languages, of dead languages, and he asked him one day what was one of the like either least favorite or hardest to translate scrolls that he had ever seen, and he said it was a scroll from that was in Old Arabic, and it was the beginning of the book. It is I am Ahmed ibn Fahlan ibn al-Abbas ibn Rashid ibn Hamad, and it tells about how he was a poet in the greatest city in the world, and he messed around with another guy's wife and got kicked out. He was banished, and then everything that happened after he was banished was all fiction made for the book. And it's probably one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's a movie that I can't even think of the guy's name now. Shoot. Brain fart. I can't think of Ahmed's real name. But he won't even talk about it. When he was doing Inside the Actors Studio, that movie was never brought up. It's a movie 13th Warrior, Abram. It's a book that was written by Michael Crichton, and like I said, I think, if I remember it correctly, he was challenged to write a book based on one of the either hardest or least translated things that his professor buddy had. Antonio Banderas, yes, that's the guy's name. I could not think of his name for some reason. A Spaniard playing somebody from Arabia. Give me these. See, this is how crazy I am with inventory. I try to get them all set up properly. So, like things are next to each other, and there's no sort button. Let's put this here, and we'll just put foods. Alright. I got fabric. Fabric was... What did I use fabric for? I know I needed it for something. What did I need it for? Oh, it was the boots. Okay. Sure, go right ahead, Abraham. I would think Antonio Banderas managed his inventory much better because he could throw lots of money at it and hire people to do it for him. Where did I have that? There it is. Okay. Give me the iron. We'll put in the aluminum. Actually, I need to keep some aluminum out because I need to make the thingamabobber. 1 aluminum, 1 iron, titanium, and silicon. 1 aluminum. I already forgot what I said. When you open a box, there's an icon with the 4 squares on them. It's great audio. That's the auto sort? Oh, son of a motherless chicken. Abram, you are awesome. Well, I've already gone through and done them already. Oh, I haven't done this one yet. Oh, that is so satisfying. Oh, I need water. Okay, so we got way too much food on us. Oh, I still got the chip. Yeah, so I'm still learning how to play this game. I just downloaded it this morning. Oh, agility boots too. Ah, phooey, it's 2 super alloys. I only have 1. Phooey, says I. Okay, so we'll just keep looking. What am I doing? I have got... Oh, I was gonna make this. Titanium, silicone, and iron. Okay. Oh, that's so much better. Titanium. Silicones. Right now, does this have to go on top or anything, or where's it got to go? Wow. That doesn't look super janky. Is this me, or does it look like it's somebody trying to get their satellite dish TV to their house after the neighbors built a second edition? And so they're peeking around the house trying to get their satellite. Wow. Okay, so that's unique to me, I guess. I got a satellite dish peeking around the neighbor's house. What do I need to make the screen again? The screen was iron, 2 silicones, and a magnesium. Iron, 2 silicones, and a magnesium. I don't think I have room in this room for the transmission. It'd be awesome if I could put it up on the wall. Oh, I can put it on top of the heater. How cool is that? Oh, wait. We're dead in the water. 2 cobalts. Okay. All right, let's go. Iron, magnesium, silicon. Iron, magnesium, silicon. 2 cobalts and an aluminum. Aluminum, 2 cobalts. Oh crap, I already got a message. I swear to God, if I open that message and it says, "We'd like to talk to you about your spaceship's extended warranty," I am going to quit this game. Oh, come on, asteroids, meteorites, come on, meteorites. Boo, no meteorites. Two, Convict GP8971L. You choose to commute your sentence into an extradition. If you want to be released of all charges pending against you, you'll have to fully terraform this planet. Our sensors will periodically scan your progress and will send you the required blueprints. Do not try to contact Sentinel Corp in any case. If our sensors did not detect any advancement on the terraform process, you'll be considered missing. The charges won't be dropped. You cannot claim property or value over anything on the planet. You are only allowed to use the resources found on the planet to increase your terraforming index. You are not allowed to leave this planet until terraformation is complete. God, so much stuff I got in trouble for just for ripping the tag off a mattress. Riley, hello, I finally managed to look at the system they sent you in. I don't have much time, but I'll try to give you some advices. You can make advice plural. The success rate of planet crafters is so low because it's nearly an impossible task. You should find space food in your pod and maybe in space Rex. Yes, I have done that. You'll be able to grow food by yourself when you meet the correct requirements, so try to find some vegetable seeds. Did that. Exploration and improvements are essential. Explore and improve your equipment to increase chance of survival. I hope this message will reach you. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Amazon refund services. Ooh, locker storage. Man, that's gone up quite a bit. Oh yeah, I'm at 50 already. Wow. Yeah, because the servers detect that. Yeah. Wow. So nobody proofreads. Okay, what does it take for the lockers? Oh, I've got 3 food on me already? Take that, food. You missed it earlier. I was making fun of nature for not killing me. What am I doing? Oh, I'm looking for lockers. Lockers. Oh, it's just 3 iron. A 1, a 2, a 3. It's only 2 people working on this game? Holy crap. They are doing an insanely good job. Oh, there's the exoskeleton part 2. That's what I wanted. Two magnesiums, an aluminum, silicon, titanium. Okay, let me finish what I was doing. What was I doing? Oh, a locker. I'm guessing I can't put a locker where I've already got stuff. Okay, how am I gonna be able to do this? Yeah, well, considering what you got to go through, I started programming on a Commodore 64 back in 1988. Or no, 1989 when I turned 18. I started programming on a Commodore 64, and just in BASIC. And then years later, I was teaching myself Visual Basic 6.0 before I started messing with C++. And oh, I am very old. And trying to come up with game concepts and stuff. I was writing a script for business applications, so I didn't have to deal with graphics very much and stuff like that. I was born in 1971. I'm 51 years old this year. But mentally, I'm still 12. I ain't growing up. Screw that. It ain't worth it. Okay, so I need to move one of these chests. Do I have enough room in? I do. Okay, so gimme. Okay, and now let's do it. Please tell me there is more room inside this locker. Yeah, I'm never getting old. I'm never going to get older in my head. It's not worth it. I'm a manager for a retail company, but when I'm not at work, I don't care. I am just a kid. I am never growing up. I'm never going to stop playing video games. People don't like it that I'm my age and I play video games. Then go away. I mean, it's not. A lot of people these days, when they see something they don't like, they just instantly expect everyone to drop everything and wait, let me drop this. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Okay, we're gonna have to rebuild the ladder. I'll put that there so I can pick that up, so I can put this here. There, we can still get in. Okay, good. Iridium! 1 uranium. Oh, I don't know where to find uranium yet. That'll be awesome. Devin Townsend is just nuts. I mean, being a musician and hearing Devin Townsend makes me not want to be a musician. It's like, well, there's a level I'll never attain. How much do I have left? Why do I have an iridium in there? Oh, 4 dots. The joy of my life. The way I look at it, when EverQuest first came out, and I started playing EverQuest the day after it came out because my 10 collector's box sets were not in on GameStop the day that they were supposed to be. They came in the day after. No, that was EQ2. I started EQ1 the day it went live. EQ2 I started 2 days after it went live. It went live November 8th, 2004 for EQ2. I started November 10th. EQ1 I started when it went live. I think maybe it wasn't the first day. It might have been 2 days later because I think I was working. But once I started playing that, forget it. That's all I wanted to do was play EverQuest. It was so freaking awesome. Devin Townsend is just nuts. Okay, what am I doing? I was emptying this out so I could get rid of it. So I could put a locker in there. What is that? Unacceptable! I made a Blood Rum song out of Lemon Garb yelling. There we go. Okay, and I forgot what was in there. That is miscellaneous. That is overflow. So this is titanium. All right. We need to rebuild the ladder. What did I do with everything that fell from the ladder? Oh, it's just iron and cobalt. Okay. Whew. Oh yeah. Well, you gotta think, Abraham. I'm a metal musician. I play a lot of horrifically bad black metal stuff like that, but I also do like techno music. I also do like techno music, and I mean, if you want to see here, let me see. Is it this one? That's my band logo for the band I work with right now. That's just me. That says Fog Warrior. I know you can't read it. But in the late 80s, early 90s, I had to go through, when I was first getting in bands, I had to go through all the crap of the PMRC, People's Music Rights Committee, saying that heavy metal was making kids join the devil, and it was making people kill themselves, and it was all hedonistic, and it's all bad, and blah 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 blah. Oh man, you should go back and yeah, I mean when Dee Snider went to Congress to tell them what a bunch of buttheads they were being, I mean, the United States is built on freedom of speech, so yeah. And it's funny too, because you get bands like Slayer that everybody says are such devil worshippers, but they're not. They don't believe in anything they wrote about. I was never a Slayer fan. I listen to stuff that's much heavier than Slayer. Yeah, it changes every generation. So deathcore is the devil's music. All this stupid crap. I said that with bunny rabbit ears. You guys just can't see that. Yeah, so I mean, to me, it's just a lot of crap. It's just people, the way I look at it, oh, another message. The way I look at it, if people are doing stuff that they like to do and it's not hurting other people, then why do other people care? Another message from Riley. I managed to sneak more information. I read that you have more chance of success if you build your base in altitude. I'm not sure why for now. If you manage to heat the planet enough, some caves should become accessible. Yep, we saw that up by that other ship. One last thing, you can blah, 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 you can ... There's a song. You can ... Boot, that has got to be the coolest quote I have ever read in my life. First time I listened to Cradle of Filth, I hit 27 toddlers with the meanest uppercuts. That is a t-shirt right there. Oh my god. Yeah, see, I was brought up. See, I was brought up where if you have an issue with something and it's you, like I'm not a religious person. I was brought up in a Mormon family, and then when I was a teenager, I went the complete opposite direction and became a theoretical Satanist. And then by the time I was 20, I got out of religion completely. I had nothing to do with it. And for a time in my early 20s, I wanted to call out everybody that had anything to do with religion and tell them how, what I thought of it and what my opinion was and how I knew how it should be and all that. And then one day I just sat down and I thought, wait a minute, why does it matter what I think? Why am I stressing myself out over what they're doing? Let them have their life, believe what they want to believe, have a beautiful life, do whatever they want. It's not harming me in any way. Why the heck do I care? And so from that point on, my life has been a lot better. Yeah, there was two ways to go. You could be a practicing Satanist, or you could be a theoretical Satanist. Practicing Satanists are like the LaVey guys who put on the devil outfits and do everything in reverse of the Christian way, and theoretical Satanists are more scientific, I guess. You see, I was brought up in a Mormon family, and a lot of times when I would bring up questions like, "Wait a minute, this guy. It says in the Bible this guy lived to be 1,000 years old, but everybody else died at age 35 because sanitation and everything was in its end was not even started yet. How did this guy live to be 1,000?" And I would get the response of, "Oh, it's a mystery," or, "Well, God works in mysterious ways that you can't understand," and all this crap. So when I went to the Satanism side of it and I would ask that question, they were like, "You know what? I don't know. Let's go find out." And then you would try to actually figure things out. And I remember sitting at work when I worked at Walmart. Fabric. I remember sitting at work when I worked at Walmart one day trying to do the math to figure out, okay, if this guy really died at age 35, how often would he have to have a new year for people to consider him to be 1,000 years old? And I think it was something like it was either every 8 days or every 8 weeks you had to celebrate a new year and have a birthday within that time to be considered 1,000 years old when you died at age 35. So I was like, well, I don't think that's what happened. Oh, I never made the beacon. Oh, I was gonna make the exoskeleton. So titanium, silicon, titanium, silicones. Whoop, shoot. Yep. See, I think that a lot of the stuff that's actually in the Bible, 2 magnesium, 1 aluminum, possibly happened to people. Like the Great Flood was possibly a flood, but it wasn't. I forgot what else I said. Silicon. No, I already got silicon. Was it aluminum? And to them, it was their whole world because of where they were. Oops, I didn't mean to click on the stairs. There we go. But then when they put it into their pantheon to scare people and make them, God-fearing, which is an actual word. Yeah. Oops, I gotta take that off to do that. There we go. Come on, get back up here. Let's go. There we go. Alright, what else did... Oh, a beacon. I need to make a beacon. Titanium, silicon, aluminum. Silicones. Gosh darn it. Titanium, aluminium. Now, do beacons go out here, or where do they go? Oh, they do go out here. Now, let's put it right about here. I don't know how that helps, but... Go us. Okay, so what else did I just get? Was lockers? Beacon. Oh, the glass. Pass. Oh, we need to check the food. That is an ugly plant. Okay. Well, that's cool. Too bad I can't put them over here in the toaster. Okay, where are we at? We're at 63. The next terraforming one is at 175. And it's advanced crafting station. Well, I can just keep down here. Heat is at 13. The next one is at 21. Oxygen's at 24. I think the next one's at... Oh, it's only 30. Oh, the veggie tube is at 30. And then terraform... Oh, I just saw that. Pressure's at 25. The next one's at 60. So that's got a long way to go. How many drills we got going? 4 small and 2 large. Well, yeah, and I mean, when you go back into it and you look at it, a lot of the big religions that are out now usurped all of the pagan religions into theirs to make theirs like the big almighty one. What am I doing? Okay. Well, we don't need water yet. All right. God, that looks ugly. I wonder if I'm getting any messages when it's pointed straight at me near the ground. I wonder if I was to wave right there, if it would see it on the screen. You know what? Maybe I should put some windows up there. Windows require iron and cobalt. 1, 2, up. Oh, that's a titanium. That's that. I need 2 cobalts. A 1, a 2. What a lovely view of all the power going on over there. Whoa. It's all the dust over there. Yeah, I'm sure the planet thinks I'm ugly. Ugly is too kind a word for me. Let's see. Did we finish that ship over there? Did we get everything out of that? I don't remember. We got 3. Let's just go look. We'll go check this one over here, and then I got like 15 minutes, and I'm going to end the stream. I'm not picking anything up. Not picking anything up. Don't want to fill up my inventory before I get where I'm going. That's what it was. It said I'm a criminal. Wow, look, there's a ship over there. It says I'm a criminal. So the first thing I thought was the only thing that I know I've ever done that was criminal was ripped a tag off a mattress. Isn't that a song by Michael Jackson? The one song, boot, that the CD I put out with Via Nocturna record label, they put out the song Blood of God as a single on YouTube, and the only comment that anybody ever put on it, I think it's only had like 200 people ever see it. The only comment that anybody ever put on it was in a different language, but when you translate it, they said, sounds like Cradle of Filth. And I was like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't sound anything like Cradle of Filth. My vocals suck. Give me stuff. Okay. Oh, yeah. So I've been in this spot before. I didn't take all that stuff because I didn't have room. Well, let's eat a food. All right, I'm leaving the iron because I don't need iron. he said as he ran past an iron stuck on the floor. What's going on? There we go. Oh, so that's my beacon. You see that? See that? What is that, octagon? That orange octagon? That's my beacon. Whee! Whoop. No, it's not. So there's a ship over that way. Yeah, I don't have a voice anywhere near like his. He's got that falsetto crack that makes his voice jump like 7 or 8 octaves. So it looked like it had bubbles coming off it for a second. I think out of my 200 copies of the CD after it was released, I have 196 of them still, because I don't advertise it. And one of them I opened so I could listen to it and make sure the mix came out right. One of them I traded to another musician who sent me one of his CDs. One I gave to my wife, and one I gave to my cousin. I take that back. I think I have 195 because I think I gave one to my nephew. But a lot of people that if I knew them and I gave them the CD, I would tell them, you can have the CD as long as you never open it and listen to it. Whoop, crap. It's not good stuff like Steve. I mean, I'm not kidding when I say my vocals are awful. That is all aluminium. That is magnesium. That is silicones. That is titaniums. And iron is not full anymore, so there's irons. Upstairs, we got foods. Does it say? It doesn't say on the food seeds, but it says on the foods. Yeah, so squash is 40 health, eggplant is 25 health. So I should just be doing squash. I shouldn't be doing eggplant. Because eggplant doesn't give you as much, so. What? If a box has one or certain items you're depositing, you can hold control and click from your inventory and all that item goes in a box. Are you serious? Holy crap in a bucket. Look at that. That is insane. Where were you 3 hours ago? Oh, I got extra food. I got extra food and no water? Yeah, we need to make some water. Oh, I need to go get some ice. I don't have any ice to make water. Get your Tootsie Fruitsy ice cream. Oh, I still got this light on. Get your Tootsie Fruitsy ice cream. Well, I'm just the opposite of that, Boot. I am an awful vocalist who's not successful. Whoops, what am I doing? I was making water. Box has iron in it and your inventory is full of iron. You can hold control and all iron from inventory go into the box. That's awesome. Did you hear yesterday, Boot? I was telling Dawes while he was streaming that possibly not tomorrow or not this Tuesday, but Tuesday, a week from this Tuesday, I might have the house to myself for a little bit where I could actually record my album and EP that have been waiting for vocals. It's 2 albums and 1 EP. And one of the albums was originally just 1 track that was about, I think, 32 minutes long or something. And I put everything up on Bandcamp, and there's a limit to the size the song can be. It's like 600 megabytes. And any track, like when I put up Symphony of the Forgotten Souls, that's 25 minutes long. I think that was coming in close to 600 megabytes. So I thought, well, if I leave this one the way it is, I can't put it out. So I chopped it up and made it into an album. Well, see, the thing with Bob Dylan, though, is that he's unique. Nobody else sounds like Bob Dylan. And he did it first. Same thing with Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy's voice is freaking awful, but he became the king of metal back then, so... food, water, oxygen, food. Sweet! Alright, so we know we've been to that ship over there. Oh, I didn't know I could climb that. So we've been to that ship over there. We found another ship over there. We've been to something over there in the aluminum hills. We found something over there inside those tall dirt spires. We've been to that ship twice, but not past it. So we still got a huge amount of this game to go. So I plan on streaming it even more. So I'm not going to continue this game off stream, because if I'm doing it on stream, it'll end up on my YouTube afterwards, and I'd rather not pop it up and be like, okay, so I played another 17 hours while I was off stream. I don't want to do it that way. So I want it to be, if you were watching it before or you didn't watch it, you can go back and watch it and you'll see everything. That sounds bad. You'll see everything I did on the stream before. So I'm not even going to come in and arrange anything. This is iron. Hey, we filled up the iron. So we got silicon to refill. We got everything except for iron. All right, food's growing. The toaster's going. And over here we got oxygen. What's it take to make the oxygenators? So I could do, how many do I have? They over here? No, they're over here. Holy crap, that got dark quick. Ah, put them upstairs, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could put 9 oxygenators up. Oxygenators. Okay, oxygenators, that's from Oxygen Not Included. That's the wrong game. These are veggie tubes. So it would be 9, 9, 9, and 18. So I would need to go out and collect a lot of ice. That's the extra oxygen tank T1 I made. I made it thinking it was something I didn't have, and I was already wearing it. If that inspires confidence of people watching. Oh, new message. Automated message to convict GP8971-L. And what's the L stand for? Loser! Oh, the new veggie tube's out. You choose to commute your sentence in an extradition if you want to be released of all charges pending. Did I already read that? There we go. Identificate your planet specification. Identification, unnamed. Corporation ownership, unclaimed. Habitation level, null. Sector, Itziel Prime. Oh, what was that guy's name? Ezio Pinza. History, unknown. Unnamed. Planet is located in Itziel Prime sector, a pre-civilization sector, crossed mostly by trade ships to travel between big spaceports. Your port is so big. The sector count 842 planets and 13,511 stars. is 7.000 parsecs wide. It has been identified as one of the possible candidates for future colonization. Well, I hope you guys would have figured that out before you sent me here. God, it's all willy-nilly. I saw the edge of that when I first walked out here. I thought it was a windmill for a second. So we need a crap load of ice, which I think there's should be a bunch still. There's some. One. A two. A three. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. What would be hilarious is if I went to one of these crashed ships and it was full of a bunch of guys in red shirts. Why am I doing this? Because I just got the version 3. I was gathering everything to do version 2 Vegetubes when Veggie 3 just popped up. Why? Well, I think I have to do... No, I don't think I have to do Vegetubes. I don't. So it's just silicon. It is 13 oxygen per second compared to the one I have doing 1.2 per second and the other one I have doing 0.15 per second. Wow. Could you imagine a chess game between Professor X and Yoda? Or even better, a Super Mario Party between Professor X and Yoda. So it's silicon, 2 silicons, magnesium, and aluminum. So I just got a bunch of ice for no reason. Oy vey. Let's do this. What was it? 3 iron? 1, 2, 3. And then I'm gonna put this in here for now. Well, that's too full. Let's put it in here for now. That's true. That'd probably make it more interesting. Oh, come on, you gotta let me make this in here. Is this too tall for this building? Is that what's going on? Oh, that sucks like a Hoover vacuum cleaner. Boo. I bet you won't let me put this back down in here now. Well, that sucks. Okay. Well, I got rid of all the food, so... What? Meteorites? Anybody? Meteorites? Boo. I don't have anywhere to put this. Oh, what if I did... How far am I before I get to crafting 3? That's a little ways off. 175. I still have over almost 100 to go to get to that one. Well, I could make a new habitation chamber and put it down here and make it the food chamber. I need a titanium. actually. Okay, now we need to make a door, which is titanium silicon. Ugh. Okay, put a door there. Just put a locker. Did I just spend all my iron? Yeah. 2 more irons, please. Pretty please. Okay. Oops, I still have 1 on me. Alright. And then let's grab this. There. So now I can just build everything in here. And that leaves room for 2 silicons of magnesium and aluminum. 2 silicons, magnesium, and aluminum. 2 silicons, magnesium, and aluminium. Oh, I forgot to grab all the ice. Okay. Come back over here. Pizza does that to me. I'll eat a pizza, and the next thing I know, it's like 2 hours later, and I'm waking up. This is gonna kill all the power. Oh, is this gonna go outside? Oh, sweet, it goes outside. Oh, are you serious? Could I mount that way? That would be so freaking awesome. It went green there for a second. Nobody will notice. 150. I don't have any of the 200s left, do I? So let's do this. Let's go downstairs. Switch the 250 out with a 150. Whoops. Okay, so 200 in the big one, in the medium-sized one, a 150 in the small one, and a 200 in the giant one. Is that a giant one? Yeah, because the one's sitting there. Oh, that's that thing. I was like, it sounds like that's meteorites are coming. No, it's just the sound of this behind me. Okay, how are we doing with oxygen now? We are going up 33. Sweet. And we still have 2 kilowatts available. Apparently, either my computer's doing it different. I'm running my 3D card is a 2070 NVIDIA. What is it? RTX 2070. So maybe it's just going crazy like that. Yeah, I think everybody does that, Abram. I do that now. I'll come home from work, I'll sit down, I'll eat something, I'll start watching YouTube, and then I'll wake up and what I was watching is over. It's like, oh crap, I gotta watch it again. Okay, so that's 3 hours and 5 minutes we've been streaming. I think I'm gonna end this one here. When we come back, we still got a lot to explore that way, that way. We gotta go into the Iridium Cave. We gotta go get more aluminium. We gotta fix this in here so we have all the lockers. Maybe make some more buildings. So, yay, Dosrit just got here. That's how everybody feels, Boot. You were shopping for 3 hours, Dawes? Great. Now Yoda's channeling Abraham. Abram. There's no extra ham in there. Abram. Oh, you're gonna make that chili again? We'll have to keep the windows open. Yeah, it's good to have you around, Boot. I agree with that too, yeah. Dawes' streams are kind of, I don't know. Hey, Abraham, thanks for the follow. I always follow back. Even if you don't stream, I still follow back. All right. I don't know. There'll be more this game. I'll stream it again. I think the next thing, if we play Tiny Tina tonight, then I won't be streaming, but I'll be on Dawes' stream because I can't stream from my PlayStation. If we do Core Keeper, then I'll stream because I can stream. It's on my computer. And if Dawes is busy, then I'll be streaming Planet Crafter. So, and everybody follow Boot and try to convince him to start streaming again, so we can go and harass him because it's fun. And follow Dawes there. Dawes is streaming Red Dead and Tiny Tina, and he was streaming baseball the other day. He pitched a perfect game and was it AA on MLB. So we'll be back. I don't have a real set schedule right now. It's just I don't have a real set schedule. It's pretty much touch and go. And like I said, next week I'm hopefully going to get the vocals done for 2 albums. So 2 albums and an EP. So I will talk to everyone later. Follow Boot, Omniboot. Follow Dazrith. I love the game so far. I like Tiny Tina. I think Dawes likes it too. But I've loved Borderlands since the first time it came out. I remember the screenshots before they changed the art style. Yeah. Well, Tiny Tina's always been silly. Just the character has always been silly. So it's like the way we are when we play games, just turned way up. All right, I'll talk to everybody later. Have a good rest of your day. Lates.